Hello and welcome back to the channel and welcome to another Fringe reaction. Today we're starting the 5th and final season. And this first episode has got a rather weird and long title. It is called Transillience Thought Unifier Model 11. I think we're going into the future. We've seen two futures, or at least two glimpses of the future. One with Ella, Olivia's niece, and the other with Henrietta, Olivia and Peter's daughter, who hasn't actually been born yet, from our perspective. But yeah, as we're heading towards that future that we've seen, I think we need a little bit more information about how it's going to transpire. I think we're, well, with only half a season really this is to go, I think we're going to be heading straight for that future very quickly now, because that's where it's going to conclude. There's not going to be any conclusion in the timeline in the time period that we've been following. The conclusion to this whole thing is in the future. So what was it, 2053 or something? About 25 years in the future, or 30 from this perspective, something like that. Okay, Transillience Thought Unifier Model 11. Is this some sort of machine to focus Olivia's powers? Or even the way they used it to get inside people's thoughts and dreams? And where does William Bell and David Jones and all that lot fit into all this? Because if we're to follow their plan coming to fruition, the future we're seeing is neither the world, is neither our world or the other side's world. It's a third. Okay, yeah, let's get on with this.
The battle to save mankind is about to begin.
Okay, I thought we was going to head towards that future, not just jump straight in. Oh. Is this why they've had to amber themselves? Because of... Oh, they are definitely coming. Okay, it was a dream. Are we in now, or are we in the future still? Oh, we're in the future. Okay.
Yeah, I'm alright. I was just checking up on you. Peter, you're letting me oversleep. We should be on our way by now to find Olivia.
Nobody wants to find Olivia more than I do, but you're gonna need some pants, Walter.
I'm aware I'm not wearing pants, Peter. I'm not an idiot.
What did they do to the park?
They paved it to build machines that pump carbon monoxide into the atmosphere.
Yes, Olivia could be trapped in there. We had already discussed the possibility of using amber as a last resort, should we be at risk of being caught by the observers.
I'd already given her an ambering device.
Right, so
I want you too, if you have abandoned us.
Walter!
It stands to reason that if she felt any danger whatsoever, she would have used it.
Oh my.
The black market thrives here.
We're looking for someone who was cut out of amber not far from here. We're not loyalists. Concerned family members.
Freshest cuts are on the left.
Freshest cuts? That does not sound good. Oh, okay, they don't actually release them, they just cut the amber around them.
Late 20s, black leather jacket.
Yeah.
It was sold.
Sold.
Sold?
Sold.
Observers are using them as decoration.
You're alive.
Where is she?
All of you.
Where is she?
Why haven't you aged? She's supposed to wake up and see me as her savior. When I figure out exactly how to wake her up.
A gurney. Peter. Here.
Couldn't they have just made him an ally to them, rather than having him to be this kind of weirdo obsessive? I liked him better when he was just, you know, just one of their allies. Uh-oh.
Resistance is futile.
I feel like I've heard that before. Walter, run!
Don't move!
I really don't know what the hell's going on here. This is like being chucked in the deep end again. These sort of episodes always are. Only I think this is going to be permanent now.
You're in the year 2036.
So when did she amber herself?
I ambered myself.
We all did.
Hello, Mum.
Walter had worked out a plan to defeat the observers. When that he worked out with September, he said that you had something you needed, something you were going to give
From
him.
Grand Central Station.
Yeah, right. That looks like something that fits over your head.
I was on my way to Walter when I triggered the ambering device.
Oh, is this going to be the Thought Unifier Model 11?
We have been looking for you and your friends. I am very interested in you.
I think Walt was very interested in you too.
Wait here. Anel!
Who?
What happened?
Elias was shot this afternoon coming out the square. Here is a Transillience Thought Unifier, Model 11.
So what's it do? Turn it on. Can we access this information?
No, that's not how it works.
Amplify thoughts.
Accesses your information.
What do you mean?
It retrieves specifically marked thoughts in your mind and unifies them.
For what purpose?
Hidden from prying eyes until you want to access them.
You found Walter.
How do they find
This is from
Walter?
across the street from where Dr. Bishop was taken. We'll track him with traffic cameras.
Who freed you and your team from the amber?
So they're going through his brain trying to get the information.
Why did they free you? What do they expect to get from you?
I don't think he can hold out much longer.
They did this on purpose.
Yeah.
To protect something.
Ow! That doesn't look nice.
The ideas are disparate, but part of a whole. Put them together for me, please.
He can't because he hasn't got that last bit of information. Oh, it's slipping now. So Henrietta is important.
Who's the little girl?
That's the Nepean building. They took it over a couple of years ago.
We've been working on this tech.
Camille.
It's not perfected yet, but it could work.
So what is it?
It's tech which will make our bodies appear dead. Impossible for the bodies to detect any life force.
But we've been saving it. Because after we use it once, they know we'll have it. So
I believe that whatever his plan is to defeat the observers, it will work. Please.
William Bell's obviously dead at this point, but he could have set plans in motion. He had the resources.
Killing our enemies is one thing. Saving the world is another. Okay, let's do this.
I mean, it's got to tie back to Belly and Jonesy and Nina-y in some way, hasn't it?
We mark one of the bodies of these resistance fighters brought in.
I was wondering where you've been. It's always brighter when you're here.
Who are you? And how is Fringe a big open organisation with in this future?
Hey, if I share something, you promise you won't tell?
Yeah.
Found Agent Foster and Amber. Your superior was a double agent. He was working with the Resistance. He was with someone named William Bell.
Oh, okay, right. So,
What is your plan to defeat us? Let down the walls. I am your ally.
he doesn't seem like an ally.
What happened to him?
Occupational hazard.
That's my girl.
What? Where? What are they there? Servers?
But they need this to breathe?
Apparently.
Oh.
This one's only temporary. They're building a more permanent one.
This is one of the carbon monoxide generators.
Clean air.
Is he okay?
I don't know.
Get him out of there quickly. Isn't there a little bit of a paradox going on here? Like, the observers come from a highly toxic world, a future, and now they've travelled back in time, even though it's still the future for us. They've travelled back in time to create the world that they themselves evolved into.
Hello, little girl.
Oh, he's made the connection. Damn. We wanted that one hidden from him for a little while longer, I think. Trip something. Only You by Yazoo. He just needed music. He just needed music to fire up those synapses. I was a little bit shocked there. That was a very sudden ending. No credits or end credits or anything on that copy, but yeah. That was an intense episode. I'm sorry I didn't really comment that much. I was just really trying to get a grips with this new world and the dynamics of it. I don't think I've got it quite right. I think I need more, but it looks like the Fringe is a resistance group working from within the government, which is obviously controlled by the observers. Everything's being controlled by the observers. There's some sort of paradox going on in that the observers come from a far, far, far future in which the world is poisoned to such a degree that the observers can't actually survive in other atmospheres anymore, and they've come back in time to a cleaner world. I thought to, enjoy a cleaner environment, albeit not that much cleaner. But no, they're now turning our world into theirs, turning the present into the future, which makes no sense, really. Apart from that, yeah, it's pretty much as was described in the previous futuristic episode. Although now I think the future's here to stay. We're going to stay in this timeline. I hope we're going to stay in this timeline. It makes more sense because this is where the final confrontation is going to be. I hope we get some flashbacks though to find out what, how, and what and why. The bridge between what we left behind and what we've got now, those 20 odd years. I'd like to know a little bit about what happened in between. Not worried that much. I really want to know what happened to Belly and Nina and how they got hold of William Bell's hand for some reason. I don't know, but I mean, it obviously has its uses as described in that episode to get access to his technology and information. Nina, Broyles, do we know what happened to them? Lee, Lincoln Lee, our Lincoln Lee, obviously, not the other one because he died. The other Olivia, I mean, which world are we looking at here? The future of which world? Faux Olivia's world, our Olivia's world, or a third world created by Bell and David Robert Jones? These are all questions I would like to have answered just for the sake of completion. But I'm not too worried. I'm not too worried if they don't get answered. It's all about the conclusion now. It's all about how they're going to defeat the observers and put into place at least a way of repairing the planet. Yeah, I think that's where we're going to go. I think that's where I'd like it to go. We shall see in the next episode. Until then, thank you very much for watching. Keep safe. See you later.